Men, women, and children of the world, thank you for your borrowed time of your ears and your presence. It means a lot. Everything's not what it seems to the naked eye. You see what you see, but you get a little bit confused once you found out that what you saw was not what you really saw. Rewind, she was born in 1972, a beautiful year that Marvin Gaye wrote the soundtrack for Trouble Man. And of course, the age of 2 is when she found out what abandonment really was, because that's when Daddy decided to leave. And unfortunately, she wouldn't get back into Daddy's life until she was the age of 12. Granted, Daddy was also known as the barber to the stars. Yes, Muhammad Ali would only allow her daddy to cut his hair whenever he came to town in Miami. But of course, time does fly as real 100, because it would only be 4 years that she would allow to be in his space, because at 16, that's when he got his angel wings. And it was at 17 that she realized that she wanted to be bold and courageous and dance about in a society when it comes to sexuality, because that's when she said she would accept that she's a lesbian. And she would waltz through this thing called life in this world, allowing for the stares to come, the chitter-chatter to come, the quiet whispers whenever she was in the room. Kind of like going back to high school and PE, and the girls would say, be careful, because you don't want to get dressed in front of her. You know she's gay. Only for this particular moment in PE that day, she had to let a beast of herself come out to let these young ladies know that just because you're gay and lesbian, it doesn't mean like you like every man and you like every woman. Gay folks are picky and fickle too. In fact, very, very picky. Sometimes they don't tend to date what they really, really like. But again, going back, she realized that this world in which she was living, eyes don't always care to see. Minds don't care to absorb and take in what is necessary. There's a war going on within the battle of your own self at times. Kind of like that woman that she has that beautiful job and beautiful husband and 2 kids and that dog, but no one has no idea that she goes home every day to domestic violence. Oh, and death, she's known death since the age of 5, and as she's gotten older, she plays with words, so she's given death the idea of don't eagerly anticipate the hour. And when it comes to particular situations and scenarios that involve dying, she dies inside too. I don't know about you, but I do agree when I see stickers that says cancer sucks. I do agree when it comes to scleroderma, that is the sister to lupus, it sucks. I do agree that HIV and AIDS, it sucks. I do agree that gun violence, I wish it would stop. I wish enough really knew that enough was enough. And it gets hard sometimes, and you look at that individual, and again you think outside of your eyes that they have it all together and they don't have any worries, but every night they lay in their bed and they contemplate checking out. They contemplate wanting to throw in the towel. They contemplate wanting to quit. And it's that acronym that she gave suicide in 2002, that suicide is sanity under the influence of conversation initiated by the devil's echoes. All the while, she's been battling suicide since the age of 23. But within the passing of time, she didn't expect certain individuals to lose their lives to suicide. Like Soul Train was one of her favorite TV shows on Saturday, but never once did she expect that Don Cornelius would have committed suicide. She loved Phyllis Hyman. In fact, the day that Phyllis Hyman took her life, she was contemplating that same day as well, June 30th, 1995. But unfortunately, Phyllis lost the battle, where she does what she always does, because even till this day she still struggles with suicide. She still battles with suicide, but she just goes to sleep because she feels that at least if she wakes up from what she was bothered with before, she would at least see light in a different way. The world wouldn't seem so shook up and rattled. It is actually a beautiful place. Life is really simple, but we as individuals make it hard. And this story that I've just told to your ears is the beautiful reflection of what transparency is, because she was me.